Y'all ready?
That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. Alright, so this session is for the backup characters because after months of threats, they actually don't want to kill their characters, which is crazy. Because it's almost happened a lot. So anyway, so this is a backup character session.
Backup character.
Let's go! David is going to be joining here in a little bit shortly. Chris, start with you.
So, I have a 5-level ranger, stalker. His name is Caspian Kincaid.
Yep.
Okay.
In Caspian, you are walking on a road back to your village. Your steps heavier than when you left, because on top of your shoulder, you have 3 wolves' skins, 6 rabbits. In your bag, you have the different meats, the parts that have been cut up from your hunt. You have a smile on your face, knowing the joy that the village will have, bringing all of this fresh meat. You think of all the little smiling children who always run up to you whenever you whenever you approach camp.
I'm calling that playfully.
Of course.
A lot of times they'll come up, they'll hug you, but you got to be a little bit sneaky because they'll try and steal some of the pelts off of you, for their own gains. But they are very kind to you. You keep inside of your little chest pocket a little drawing from them. It's a very crude drawing. It's just a piece of animal skin with some charcoal etched into it of a hunter felling a mighty beast. And that hunter in that picture is you.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach the camp, you see smoke from a campfire that you're assuming is probably bigger than normal. Like maybe they thought
It's a
maybe they
big
thought
party.
maybe they had so much faith in you that they built up, a giant fire to roast all the meats.
Oh no.
And
It's bonfire.
as you approach, you realize this smoke is a lot thicker. It's a lot blacker than a normal bonfire.
They found the good plants.
As you get into the village, or at least this part of your village, as you know, you're a very nomadic tribe, so this is where you've been a couple days. You see some dilapidated tents. Last time you left a couple days ago, they were still standing up tall. It's eerily quiet as you approach.
No kids.
How are you feeling?
I'm just gonna start shouting out and see if anybody answers.
Okay, what are you shouting?
Hello, where is everybody? Anybody here?
You hear the faint echo as the sound bounces off of the trees. You hear the crackling of a fire more towards the town center.
I'm gonna look around and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
so
I'm losing my voice.
The ground is very... Whereas it was like grass before, now it's kind of like all dirt. It's very lumped up. It looks like there was signs of struggle. The tents are just laying down on their sides. As you get closer to camp, you start smelling the awful smell of burnt flesh. You're well acquainted with the smell of meats, but this is not meat. This is flesh. And you see a rather large pile in the center of camp.
It's alien.
And you see stacks and stacks of bodies.
Do I recognize any of them?
You walk up to them and go and roll me investigation.
With my one.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, dude.
The bodies are unrecognizable.
That's a good start.
It was 2 minus 1, so it's not a nat one.
Oh, okay.
It's not a
That's
nat
good.
one.
That's good.
I knew I should have used.
Do you want to use one that
No,
rolled a
it's
nat
all
20
right.
from you earlier? Just re-roll it. Just re-roll it. Just try it. Okay, it's better, but it's not that
What
good.
is
It was a
that?
10.
That would be
It
a
was 10.
9.
Okay, fantastic. So the bodies aren't recognizable. They're hacked and they're slashed. Whereas you don't recognize the bodies, you do recognize the clothing. It is the traditional clothing worn of your people. You do notice there are a couple of other bodies off to the side, not in this same central pit where all these other ones are, but some wearing garbs that you do not recognize.
We're going to inspect the bodies.
Okay. Roll me investigation again. Don't suck this time.
You can roll. You can use a die.
No, we're going to break this in.
Okay.
11.
So, as you inspect these bodies, they're not nearly as, I guess, abused as the ones on the pile. This body, he's wearing a pretty simple tunic. He's got an arrow shot right through the heart.
And who's to blame?
You gave love, not bad name. Inside of his pocket, you find a piece of parchment. On it is B24 Charlotte.
For Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out where to add that to the notes.
Yeah, I'll put it down here.
B24 Charlotte.
Charlotte or Shallow?
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Look, I'm from North Carolina, okay?
I was like, Charlotte.
That's how you say it around here.
Quit making fun of me.
As you continue to search the camp, you notice pretty much all your supplies are gone. It seems like there was maybe some raiders that came in, and they obviously slaughtered everyone. They had a few casualties themselves, including the one body that you already looted. But the fire is it's not raging. This is something that happened. Give me a nature check to figure out how
Come
long
on,
ago
Ranger.
it was.
Come on, Ranger.
All these -1s.
Dude,
Dude,
you have not rolled higher than a 12.
he also hasn't let me do anything. I'm not negative either.
Wait, is nature an intelligence-based card?
Nature
Yes.
is.
Oh, it is. I was
Okay.
thinking it was wisdom-based,
Yeah,
but...
I thought it was too. Yeah, it seems like it wasn't recent. You don't really know how long ago it was. You're guessing probably in the range of like as soon as 6 hours ago, maybe as late as like 30 hours ago, somewhere in that range. You're typically the kind of guy who is in and out of camp, going hunting. You're not one for the domestic life of actually cooking the meats. You just go out and you shoot them.
Just kill stuff.
Yeah. Your knowledge of this area is you were hunting to the south of where you were. You guys are set up by a river. Down at the bottom of that river where it meets the ocean, there is a small town. And as you look at the tracks, you can tell that most of the fighting is on that north side of the village towards where that town is.
You said it's on the north side.
Yeah. So you were villages here, towns up here, river goes that way. You were hunting to the south.
Okay.
So
So,
south.
I guess I'll make my way towards the north since that's where it seemed to be coming from.
Sure. So You're a guy who's used to being by yourself. This walk is the loneliest walk you've ever had in your life.
Oof.
The Trail of Tears.
The Trail of Tears.
That's okay.
That's racist? I don't know. As you start approaching the town, you remember first off how much you hate cities. That's not that's not your thing, right? So you've been in a couple cities in your life, but only out of necessity. As you get closer into the town, it's more of a hamlet than necessarily a town. You see a couple buildings. There's a bar there. There's a ship dock. It's got an adjoining building. It's more like a warehouse type. You've got a whole bunch of like smaller thatched roof cottages, kind of just around those two main buildings, which are like right at the port there. It's pretty obvious that the port is the only real industry in the hamlet, and then there's maybe 20 to 30 people that between the bar and the port that keeps them employed. What would you like to do?
See if I can get this out. I'm going to go to the bar.
Okay, sure. So, go to the bar. You see a large wooden sign on the door. It says The Grizzled Pig.
The Grizzled Pig.
As you enter, it's a very dimly lit room. There's a lot of like old dark wood pieces. It's got a whole bunch of like cuts and stuff, and like, letters and hearts and stuff notched into the wooden beams that are holding the roof up. There's no like central lighting. There's just like a couple candles at each individual table. Roll me a perception check.
Come on.
13.
You roll for fun, and he gets 24 on perception. But he rolls one of the years, and he gets a 13.
That sounds about right. So, as you look around the room, you don't really notice anything. This looks like the two other bars that you've seen in your life. Just a basic place to get a drink. You, of course, usually prefer drinking out of your little leather-made flask. You made out of some wolf leather one time.
Wolf leather?
Yeah, you can make leather out of wolf.
I don't know, that's cool.
Yeah, man.
Hit me up, I'll make you one.
There's a guy approaches you as you kind of walk in. You kind of just standing around, don't really know. It's like when you go to a restaurant and you don't know whether you're supposed to seat yourself or wait. It's kind of where you're at. You're just like, what do I do? A man walks up to you. Hey, you new here?
Semi-new.
Well, have a seat. I'm Gerard. I'm the owner of this place.
Can I have a water? It's been a long road.
Okay, sure. Hey, get a water for this guy. And this barmaid comes along and hands you a glass of water. As she kind of motions for you to sit at one of the booths. It's not so much that there's a ton of people here. It's just that it's a really small place, so it fills up pretty quick. There's maybe like 4 tables in this place. So when she motions you over to a table, it's already got a couple people sitting at it. They're very rough-looking kind of gentlemen. One of them has a little peg leg. One of them's got an eye patch. They all have various like bruises. They're very dirty. Like the dirt is like caked on them.
I'm gonna be a pirate.
They all have various levels of like facial hair, very unkempt.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what do you look like?
So I'm just basically I'm wearing like it's like leather, like thin leather armor pants. It's greenish brown, like camouflage, with a cloak and a little mask you can pull up. That's about it. Some gloves.
As you sit down at this table, the guys kind of stop what they were talking about.
Don't mind me. Just keep talking.
Who are you?
Just a passerby.
You look like a pretty strong fella. You looking for work?
Possibly. I'm already in the middle of something right now.
Yeah. What are you in?
I heard there was a village down south that was attacked.
A village.
Like a small little village.
Oh.
Everybody was killed.
Oh. That sucks, man.
So, you know, as a favor, I'm just trying to get some information for a friend that used to live there.
Oh. Roll me a deception.
Mm-hmm. That's a save, man.
All right. How about a 10?
I mean, are they looking for someone that lies?
A friend?
I know I don't look like I have many, but I got one or two.
Sure, bud. Sure. We're
Okay, so they don't believe that he is a friend,
right?
Specifically,
So that's the part.
Everything else about it they both truly believe. But
Correct.
They don't believe that has
That's
to
the
be God.
friend part.
That's how it goes.
To be fair, he's not. Caspian isn't a super like sociable fellow to begin with.
Exactly.
So yeah, we just got into town here. We're about to go back out on the boat again.
Where'd you come from?
We came from another continent called Nestlin. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or not.
Friend, I can't say I have.
Yeah, we've been working on Charlotte for about 4 months now. It's an alright gig, but it's about to get better.
So, are you working on a famous boat, or is it like a...
I mean, it's not like a famous boat. It's just like a pretty standard storage sailboat, you know. It's not a lot, but you know, it gets things from point A to point B.
You said the Charlotte, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
God, it sounds like I don't know.
How many people are in this boat?
I'm probably like 9 or 11.
Okay.
I rode on a boat kind of like a Charlotte once. I'd be about 24 at the time.
Yeah. Roll deception.
How old are you now? Hold on.
Did you not get the joke? I'd be about 24.
You'd be about-
B24 Charlotte. Come on, man.
Oh man. Fine, take your inspiration.
13.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely look like the selling type. They don't think you look like the selling type.
I want to cross a river a time or two.
Yeah. I mean, I've jumped across the river a time or two, but hey, they kind of look over their shoulders. You wouldn't be interested in some work, would you? If your whole village thing, you know, if that
Oh, it
doesn't
wasn't
pan
my
out.
village. Do I look like I live in a village? You know,
Honestly.
I'm to the trees. You know, me and the animals are. You know, those are my friends.
They look at the wolf pelt on your shoulder. And that was your friend too?
No, these are the ones that didn't want to be my friends.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. What is the intent of that statement?
Ooh, that is
Just
honestly, that's
purely
intimidating.
conversational, or
Yeah,
is
it's
that
just-
meant as
no,
intimidation?
it was purely
Okay,
conversational.
All I'm saying is that I would be intimidated.
I mean, I would, but that's why I'm specified.
It's not intimidating with that role anyway.
Well,
Rolls for it anyway.
I just wanted to see what it would
I
be.
could turn into
But
a
yeah,
cow.
it was.
so they kind of look over their shoulder, and they call over. They're like, "Hey, boss, come over here." And over walks a man. He's got a rapier by his side. He's got like leather armor that's like surrounded by little metal plates. Like think like more like samurai type armor.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, what's up? Hey, this guy. You think he'd be good for the job? This guy looks you up and down.
I'm gonna take my dagger and throw it against the wall. See
Okay.
if I can make it stick.
Okay, roll a hit.
A wall? What's the wall's 8 DC?
It's
What's a 16?
okay, 16. Yeah. So you throw it. There's a picture right here, and you manage to throw it like just short of one of the heads in the picture.
Yeah, I like to give things a warning shot to make it more fun.
You wanna? I kind of like that attitude you got. Listen, we got a selling job coming up that might be a little bit dangerous, but there could be some gold in it for you if you're interested.
Well, you know,
Plus, you'll never sail on a better ship than the Charlotte.
can't say I've ever hunted through waters before, but you know,
Same as hunting through land, just gotta angle a little bit differently.
friend, that sounds like a challenge I'm willing to take.
All right. Well, in a couple minutes, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go start loading up. We'll need your help. You look like a strong man.
Looks can be deceiving.
I like that. I like that. I think you're gonna fit in all right. Just load things up. You'll come with us on the trip, and I'll just give you some more details along the way.
Okay.
After a couple minutes, you guys finish up your drinks. You finish up your tall glass of water, probably a couple of them, and you make your way out to the docks. When you get to the docks, there's some of the cargo's already been loaded in the ship. Then you start loading. There's crates, there's barrels, there's some burlap sacks, and you realize that a lot of them are labeled C4, C19, D12, and you load things up and up and up.
I'm gonna look for one that says B24.
You do not see anything that is labeled B at all that is currently on the dock. And with that, we are over to Maria.
Okay.
Drip,
Okay.
drip,
Okay.
drip. You open your eyes. They're a little bit crusty. What you see is you're looking up the canopy of the forest. You kind of lean back against a tree. The drip is water. It's coming off of a mushroom on a tree, and it's dripping into your mouth as you slowly ingest this water. It takes you a couple moments to get the strength to actually start looking around. Roll me a perception check.
18.
18, cool. So as you kind of like get up, the water stops dripping above you.
Mm-hmm.
You look down, and you're covered in there's like these little mushrooms that are over like certain parts of your arm. There's one on the side of you. You're kind of a little bit out of it. Like, this is not a normal position for you to be in.
There's shrooms on my arms.
You have a cloak on. It's very worn. It's very tattered. There's some like slash marks in it. It's a lot of parts of it are coated with blood. Roll me a history check.
Great. 21.
Nice. You start remembering what happened before you blacked out and you got into this position. Your little cloak has got like a shield on it. It's red.
A red shield.
And you remember that you had just finished your 4-year term with the Red Guard. And through your journeys, you had found a map to a cave. And you and 3 of your closest friends, as they were also ending their
4-year terms.
4-year terms, you guys kind of saved up some money to get passage to go chasing down this treasure.
Mm-hmm.
We were really excited. Not so much about the chance of treasure, but the chance of being treasure hunters.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember having a discussion with them, an aggressive discussion. Let's call it an aggressive negotiation.
Okay.
With
You
your
know,
friends.
just got in three. My three best friends most likely got in a fight with me and tried to kill me.
Yes.
And you're calling it an aggressive negotiation.
Yeah, aggressive negotiation. Well, you know what that's from, don't you?
Of course I know this guy.
Okay, good.
A negotiator.
So you remember being beaten up, hacked, slashed, stabs, left in the woods to die.
Absolutely. I took down one of them on the way out.
Sure. Yeah, you absolutely did.
Come on, man.
You do kind of realize as you come to and you start peeling these mushrooms off of you, you remember this battle.
Mm-hmm.
With every moment, you remember it more vividly in your mind. And the wounds that you have are mere scratches.
It's like, I was stabbed there, and now it's just...
Yeah. Like, when you were alone in the woods, bleeding out, you knew you were dying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was no question at all. And then here you are awake. These mushrooms kind of peel off fine. Like I said, the water stopped dripping above you. You feel in your stomach just a massive amount of hunger. Like, you have been out here a while. Roll me a what check would that be? Con check?
For what?
For how long you've been out? No, for how long you've been out there.
D4.
Roll me a history check, I guess.
17.
Okay. You've been here for like 5 days. You.
I come to that realization, and I have this weird sense of panic that is immediately, like, taken away almost by something. It's like, oh!
Yeah.
5 days.
5 days. That's a long time to be without food. Now, strangely, like, you aren't thirsty at all. You're just a bit hungry. Previously, you guys had planned on traveling up to Portstown, to the east of you, and catching a ship, a charter ship. And it was supposed to leave on the next day when this happened. So you know at this point
4 days ahead.
they're already gone. You do remember a bit of the map. You don't remember exactly the map because you're still a little bit out of it right now. You do remember the map was of the Anthrodite mines in the continent of Nestland.
Anthrodite mines. I feel like there is something weirdly inhuman about Portia, and is Portia Bella, about just something about how she gets up and almost doesn't really, like, you know how normal humans walk, they're kind of taking in. She's walking with getting to the ship and getting on the ship.
As you get up, most of these mushrooms fall off of you. There's one mushroom that kind of hangs on to your shoulder. You remember being shot with an arrow there. Not in the front, but in the back. One of your friends shot you in the back with an arrow. Previous friends, not current.
Some friends.
Yeah, I know, right? With that, who needs enemies? And that mushroom kind of hangs out there. Roll me a nature check.
Okay. That was cocked. Hold on, sorry. Let me do it right here. It's a 6.
Okay. You start trying to peel it off, and it hurts.
Cool.
You just leave it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What are you doing?
Yeah, she gets up. She's experiencing this moment of, holy crap, I'm not dead, but also getting up and just feeling like, along with the hunger, just like a sense of like, I am going to kill my 3 old friends, and just starts walking.
Okay. You start walking. You get to a point where there's a...
Try to find something to eat, because
Okay.
maybe as I walk,
Yeah,
be
sure.
like...
So there's like berries and stuff in the woods, so there's plenty of small things you can grab along the way.
I'm grabbing things and then eating it.
Yeah, they're very good berries.
And I feel like the sense of hunger is not going away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I haven't eaten for 5 days, so you know. As you get into town. Oh, also, hi, David.
David's here now.
How long have you been here?
Like a couple minutes. I caught the tail end of that.
Oh, sick. So as you get into town, you're still hungry, but you see, like I described to Chris, you see the ship has the name Charlotte written across it. You see the storage facilities. You kind of see like the backside of that. The doors are actually open, and you see people loading up crates into the boat, and then you see the tavern.
So I know that my old friends got on a boat.
Yeah, a boat that was set to leave at this point 4 days ago.
Can I name those 3 friends just real quick?
Absolutely.
Can you
John, Chris, David.
John, Chris, and David. No, give me some ye old fantasy names of what they could be or something like that.
You don't get to say, can I name things, and then tell me to give you names.
I need, here, suggestions on names of evil guys. Melvin.
Melvin.
Oricus.
I have a cousin
Oricus.
named Melvin.
Oricus.
I
Another
said
name.
Orticus, but I mean Oricus is
Oricus
fine too.
works.
Orphis.
No.
Arcturus?
What was that?
I don't know. Arcturus? I don't know, maybe that's too similar.
That's too cool. Bob. No, that's my dad's name.
Schmeagle.
Schmeagle. I'll just do
Notice
Shmee.
the sh in it. It's different.
I'll do Shmee.
We're skirting copyright rules right now.
I'm doing only Shmee.
Dude, that's
Shmee.
in the public domain. It's been in the public domain for like 30 bazillion years.
I feel I feel like Portia is just kind of like okay, when you're looking into a human's eyes, you see stuff. You don't see anything when you look into Portia's eyes.
Oh.
You like there's eyes there, but there's no life behind them. So I think knowing that she is this weird amalgamation of, like, there is a mushroom coming out of her back. She is going to, like, realize with her still human intellect that that's not normal, and try to put a cloak around it, and then go into the tavern to...
The only cloak you have is the blood-soaked one with the Red Guard logo on it.
Can I do a perception check for any laundry lines?
Carpets on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. Anything that I could use as a cloak. That's a 17.
Cool. Yeah, so there's a couple clotheslines with some like just basic linens and
cool. Just gonna yank my cloak. Honestly, put my dirty cloak back in the same place, and then I'm going to put that.
You're
cloak
still
on.
leaving your bloodstained cloak on somebody's laundry.
They don't have DNA testing.
Do they? Okay.
I don't think that blood is.
You've never heard of 23 and D&D?
Here's the thing. I feel like that blood is no longer my blood.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. That's like old me blood.
Yeah.
It's not new me blood.
Yeah. Yeah, so you do that, and then you very much quickly get away from the house.
Get away from the house, go into the tavern. Doing that weird, like not shumbling.
Yeah.
But also, like, not really moving my arms when I walk.
Mm-hmm.
Also, still ravenous. Could eat a horse.
Okay. Lucky for you. There's horses. No. So you walk into the tavern.
Mm-hmm.
And the grizzled pig and the roll me a perception check.
That one.
Cool. Man walks up to you. He says, Hey, I'm Gerard. I'm the owner of this inn. Do you even have enough gold to be here?
I have enough gold.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Information.
Okay, we don't sell that. We sell roasted pig, couple malt root beers. That's pretty much it.
Do you know anything about the boat that left here 4 days ago?
For the right price, I'll tell you everything I know about that boat.
I turned into a dinosaur. kidding. I can do that. Would be kind of intimidating. I don't have any intimidation. I should have given my character something like that. How much money did you say we started out with? Because I forgot to write it down on my character sheet.
You start out with 300 because of your item that you chose, I think.
Okay.
I thought it was 15 for common, 100 with uncommon.
No, it was 100 and 300. I just don't remember what grade you're.
I think
Item
my
is-
thing is uncommon.
Okay, so then 100 gold.
Okay.
So I'm starting with 300 then?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh,
I'm
by the
going
way, when
to-
we're talking about money, how many people have introduced their characters so far? Just asking.
Just us two.
And then we're into that.
Got it.
Yeah.
That
So-
had nothing to do with money, by the way.
I'm going to what's the average price of something on this menu?
Only half a gold, maybe.
10 gold.
10 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He takes the gold.
There's like a weird
The
thing
ship.
of not caring for anything on her person. Truly nothing.
He ship left about 4 days ago.
I know.
I'm getting there. Be patient. Left to Arcatillo.
Oh. Did not spell that right.
Octillo.
Tillo.
Tillo. Is there anything else?
When does the next ship leave for that?
I don't know. You'll have to go check down at the ship station.
I immediately get up and leave.
Okay. As you walk over, there's like the industrial side, and then they have like a small little front booth basically at the docks. As you walk up, there's a man, and as you approach this little booth, he goes, "Hello, my name is Monsieur Aline. Welcome to the docks. This is the place where we have the fish and the crab. What can I help you with?"
I didn't know when the next ship leaves to Otakolu.
Yes, 1 second, please. He pulls out his little sheet, starts scrolling through it. The next ship is the Charlotte, which is in the bay right now. It is scheduled to leave in about. Looks at his watch. About
How much is that?
an hour. Do you require some personal transport? Is it
No.
a cargo ship? You will have to speak with the captain unless you are looking for a job. If you are looking for a job, then I can assist. If you are looking for something else, then you will have to speak with the captain.
Where is this captain?
The captain is on this ship. You see all the men over there that are loading the dock? he is the guy that is pointing his fingers around.
I will go speak to captain.
Okay. You may go speak to the captain.
I'll go speak to captain. To the captain. I now have a French accent.
As you walk by, you see
Put
these
the bed.
guys loading up the ship. including our friend Caspian, which you have not met yet. He looks a little out of place, like surprisingly a little cleaner than the other people. You just notice.
Cleaner than me, obviously.
Yeah, a lot. As you get closer, the captain is just pointing at things. Yes, what can I help you with?
I am looking for passage.
Oh,
Via
where you wanted to go?
Otakilgu. Okatillo.
Akatio.
Akatillo.
Akatillo.
Okay.
Can you spell that for her, please?
I already did.
Oh,
I'm just gonna do that so I know it's two.
Fine.
It's Akatilu.
We're not going there, but we're going to Dandelion, which is kind of close to it. You know, it's just a little bit away, but yeah, I mean, you could probably get like a wagon or something over there from Dandelion if you're interested. I just gotta warn you, this is not a passenger ship, so if you're expecting good food, good friends, good memories, you're not gonna find that here. This is a working class ship. We will feed you. We won't require much work of you, but this is not a leisurely cruise.
I will work.
It will work. Okay, cool. So that'll be a 10 gold passage.
Hands him it without a care.
Yeah.
And then I step past him onto the thing, and I'm just gonna stand there like I am a tree until someone tells me to do something.
Okay. He doesn't tell you to do anything. All right.
Until they mention food, I'm not moving.
Go. There
Until
won't be a
someone-
mention of food for a while. All right.
I feel like there's something happening in my character's body that
yeah, your stomach's growling.
that is something that is so foreign to her that she just kind of needs a moment to commune with the mushrooms inside of her, because she's had to cover. I feel like she's pulling her sleeve back to see if there's more mushrooms growing.
Yeah.
And there are, and then putting it back down and just being.
All right, we are up to David.
Oh,
All right, David.
I'm a wood elf, by the way.
You find yourself walking into
I
Portstown
am,
from the road.
I'm just a little skinny.
Give me a perception check.
si, senor. Let me actually find that. The 9 on the die. My perception is 2, so 11.
Okay. You see off to the side, on a clothesline, a cloak that is very bloodied, and you're like, sounds like my kind of place. That kind of brings back memories to you of the last town you were in, where you were in a bar fight that you were winning, mind you, or at least in your head you were. Until the owners of the establishment got mad and literally had their bodyguards pick you up and throw you out the door.
I mean, I would have won. Yeah.
I mean, in your mind, you did win. And the fight was already over when they actually threw you out.
That's fair.
As you enter the town, you see the houses like normal. For narrative purposes, you don't have your gold yet. You'll get your gold later. But at this point in time, you are completely broke. You're used to being broke.
That is fair.
You see a sign for the Grizzled Pig. You see the little chimney with the smoke rising out of it.
I like sniff.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I didn't want it anyway. And then,
Well, you didn't have any gold for it.
And then, you see, as if we're watching this from ahead,
Yeah.
that he kind of just cocks his head like he's listening to something.
Yeah.
And he's like, that makes sense. Walks up to the door, knocks on it.
Yeah. The door of the tavern.
Yeah, he's knocking on the door to the tavern, yes.
A man opens the door. You know you can just come in. You don't actually have to knock, right?
Of course I knew that. I shove him out of the way as I walk in.
And he goes, okay, sir, I can see you left your manners at home. Let's hope you didn't leave your gold at home, too. And he says it with, like, the most amount of disdain in his voice as he can. Give me a perception check.
Another perception is 14.
14.
Yes.
So, as you look around this room, you see it's got very old wooden beams. It's very dimly lit. There's notches in the beam where different knives have cut it. As you look at it, you think for a second about the structural integrity of the building with these beams holding up the roof, and then you decide you just don't give a crap about the safety of this room. You see over on the wall, you see a mace, and there's a little plaque right below it. The mace belonged to a arena fighter from this town named Taft McDoyle. And it's got like a little crude drawing of him right next to it. And it tells
like
of...
stick figure crude or like...
No, it's like a sketchbook type crude. Like It's not like a painting, but it's more of like a sketch of him. But it's like as professionally done as someone with more crude tools could have with just a piece of parchment and like charcoal.
Okay.
Like you can make out his face, but it's not just a random human. The plaque kind of just goes over, this mace was used by Taft McDaniel in all of his winning arena fights. Taft McDaniel is proudly from the city of Portstown until he went away to fight for honor and glory in the arena.
By the way, sorry to interrupt you, but I just realized I hadn't actually told you at all what my character looks like.
Go ahead.
So, just to let you all know, he is a 6 foot, like, maybe 6, maybe 5, kind of hard to tell. He's a dragonborn, red scales, kind of has, like, eyes that are, like, just a little too far apart, even for a dragonborn, kind of looks a little derpy, not gonna lie. But he also has, like, a perpetual frown. And, like, he's just wearing, like, not quite robes, but like they're kind of like ripped up robes essentially.
Yeah. Like
it looks like something that like you'd see somebody who's like a monk wear or something like that, but it's really in shambles. It's not holding on too well.
Sure.
Are we all broke and dirty?
Maybe.
Sorry. All of our characters are broke and dirty.
And as you sit down,
pretty much,
the bar owner motions for the maid to come over.
Sorry.
She asks what you would like.
I just saw that.
I asked for meat.
Yeah, of course. We got some barbecue pig back there. And she goes back, and the owner comes up and he says, "You need to pay in advance for that, sir."
I start like reaching around and like checking my pockets, and you said I don't have the $100 I would start with yet. So like I'm just like there's like pockets that I'm like pulling lint out of, and then I like reach over to my back.
Yep.
And I just pull out like a what is it? I just pull out a longsword.
Yeah.
And I put it on the table, and I go, "Will this do?"
And with that, we are going to switch over to John.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
John, you wake up from one of your cots. Life as a member of the Red Guard isn't as luxurious as you hoped, but that's not why you joined. You get up ready to start the day. hoping that maybe today will be a little bit more useful than what it has been previously. You joined with the hope of maybe getting in on one of the hospital duties, or maybe like a town to town apothecary, but you're treated merely as a foot soldier that can occasionally help people with wounds. You feel yourself a bit more valuable than that. Like you could be doing better somewhere, but you know, this is where you're at. As you wake up, you check, make sure your amulet is by your neck. You open it up. Etched inside of this gold amulet is writing, says, "To Teddy from Petunia." You close the locket. You sigh, wishing to see your face once again. You go to your commanding officer's tent to get your orders for the day. Hey, Hagar. You've been doing all right. As a soldier, we actually have a very important mission for you today. You think you're up to it?
What's that?
Well, see, there's this guy over in Portstown who decided he didn't want to pay his taxes anymore. And, you know, taxes are good. It keeps everything in line, right? So we need you to go, talk to him. And,
I can talk to him.
yeah, and you may need to do a little bit more than talk to him, but I'm sure you're more than capable of that, aren't you?
I can talk to him.
Hagar, I'm not asking. I'm telling you, you need to get the money out of him, whether you have to talk to him, beat him, rob him, or burn the establishment down. Do you understand? I'll send one of my other good men with you. This is Todd. Maria, stop.
Do I know Todd at all?
Yeah, you spent some time with Todd.
Sorry, it's
He's-
Hagar and Todd. Sorry.
You know Todd. He's more like a mysterious lurker kind of guy. He's the guy that's usually in like the back of the tent playing cards. Todd comes up and says, "Hey, you ready to do this, Hagar?"
Let's do it, Todd.
So you guys make your way to Portstown. You have a little piece of paper that your commander gave you. On that piece of paper is named the Grizzled Pig, and it says 200 gold on it. As you walk into town, roll me a perception check.
Let's see. Perception?
Uh-huh.
Perception.
Yep.
11.
Okay. With an 11. As you walk into town, you see to the corner of your eye a bloody cloak on a clothesline. And your heart sinks when you see it. And you think, man,
Oh. Was it my cloak that had the red guard symbol on it?
yes.
Oh, cool.
With an 11, that's not perceivable though.
Got it. Never mind.
You think, man, somebody's out there. It is either hurting or was hurting for that to happen. And it hurts you a little bit, but you know at this point there's nothing you could have done. You kind of think in your brain, Man, maybe if I was here just a couple days earlier, I could have helped whoever that was. But you continue to make your way.
I just shake my head and move on.
As you move on, Todd says to you, you know, didn't you have like a sister or a cousin or something like that?
What's it to you?
I just listen to things. I hear things. I know things. Just heard some things about you. Didn't know if they were true or gossip.
Well, you know, Brother Todd, sometimes it's possible to know too much. But I reckon you already know that. So don't know too many things, okay?
Well, sorry, Hagar, but I beg to differ with you a little bit on that. I don't think you can ever know too many things. That's why I found myself a value knowing all the things. Like,
All the things.
for example,
That's a lot of things you want to know there.
for example, I know where Petunia went. But, you know, if you don't want to know things, far be it for me to ruin your way of reasoning. Well, I understand.
Todd? What did you say?
I just said that I didn't want to ruin your way of thinking, that's all. So, yeah, so Grizzle Pig, huh? That'll be fun.
Yeah, that was
I look around to see if there's any narrow streets nearby.
Sure, there's a couple like alleyways. They're not like traditional city alleyways where they're like big, dark alleyways with tall buildings on either side. All these streets are pretty. I mean, it's between houses, so like there's a couple of like narrow spaces between the houses. So it resembles an alleyway, not in vibe but in function.
Todd? Let's take a walk.
We're already walking.
How about this way? And I just kind of nudge him towards one of those narrower streets.
We're only a persuasion.
How about we go to these two houses over here so I can murder you?
Persuasion 11.
Okay. Hey, but this is not what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be going to the Grizzled Pig.
Ooh.
What do you
We can
mean?
go to the Grizzled Pig after we take a walk.
But we walked this whole way. Like, what, are you trying to get more exercise, man? You don't look that fat. You're just big.
Start crying.
Todd,
Start crying.
I may be slow, but I'm not stupid. And I want to have a talk with you.
All
I
right,
really want to have the talk on Main Street.
fine. And he walks with you to the alley. What do you want to do this about? Like, you want to know about Petunia or something? I thought you didn't like knowing things.
What do you know?
Let's make a deal. I know Commander has 200 gold on that piece of paper, but we got some inside sources that tell me he only owes 150. That the general is gonna pocket that other 50, but if we come back with 150,
Isn't that so?
yeah, but if we come back with the 150 and hand it in direct, just bypass the general, he won't be able to stop us because we turned in the amount of gold that was required. But if we collect the 200, you give me the 50, then we turn back in the 150. I'll go and tell you everything about Petunia right now. How about that?
Hagar thinks for a minute. But he eventually comes to the conclusion that that wouldn't hurt anyone. So sure. So he turns to Todd and he says, You've got a deal.
Alright. So, I know, Mander actually knows this, but he's been keeping it on the down low because they, don't want you to go do anything stupid. But, Patricia got sent off to a camp.
Patricia?
Petunia. Petunia got sent off to a camp over in, Iris, over in Nestland. It's actually funny. I think this port kind of goes up there sometimes, but regardless, there's a prison up there somewhere.
A prison?
Yeah. And I gotta say, and this is coming from the bottom of my heart, that was the easiest 50 gold I ever made. He starts walking out of the alley towards the grizzled pig.
You won't do it. You won't do it.
Is he the cleaner?
Where did you say the prison was?
Iris.
Iris. Is oxtail a
Ocotillo.
ocotillo a flower? Cool. I'm just gonna write it the way it sounds.
Ocotillo.
I'm not catching every word you say, so I'm missing a little bit here and there.
Okay.
Did you say that Odd said she was actually in that prison, or?
Yes. Mm-hmm. In the prison, in Iris, in Nestland.
Can I just kind of stand for a second?
Can you just what?
Now, why would anyone put her in a prison? That's an odd place for her to be.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to go forward. So I follow Todd.
Okay. As you walk into the doors of the grizzled pig, you smell the meats cooking. And as you open this door, you see a guy that meets the general description of the guy that you're supposed to be meeting. He's standing right above a table where Gregory just brought out his longsword and slammed it on the table. And you overhear him saying, "Sir, this is not a place for weapons."
I walk up behind him and tap him on the shoulder.
Who? Me or the innkeeper?
The innkeeper.
Okay.
The
And
bar
I'm just
owner.
like,
There's not actually an inn here, it's just a small little
It's just
tavern.
the tavern.
what?
There's no
I
inn
can't
here, it's
hear
just
very
a
well.
small little tavern.
Oh, okay, that's my bad.
Yeah.
So it would be just the tavern keeper then.
Yeah.
So,
Keeper.
you tap him on the shoulder and he looks around and he says, "What? Can't you see I'm busy here? Dealing with scum of the earth like this guy?"
Well, you see, sir, I find it interesting you would speak of scum when you won't pay your taxes.
Okay. I did not consent to ever paying those taxes. Okay?
I can hear Jarther.
I, as a businessman, get to decide where my money should go. And I decided instead of paying my taxes, I would send it off to the orphans of the town. You care more about taxes than the orphans?
Nope.
Nope.
What does Todd say to that?
Todd's just kind of like in the corner. When he walked in, he just kind of goes to the corner of the tavern, just kind of blends in with the shadows.
Unfortunately,
Just
though,
FYI, Gregory's sitting here with a sword on his table, just staring at the two of you, just slowly, his eyes are just getting closer and closer.
Is
Wait,
Gregory, is more of his wrath directed at the tavern keeper, or the fact that his intimidation aspect was interrupted by Hagar coming in and taking over the attention of the
No,
tavern
he's
keeper?
hungry, and now he's getting hangry.
Yeah. Okay.
He's about to get up, walk into the kitchen.
His
well,
rage.
Teddy Eddie looks at the tavern keeper and says, "Yeah, I don't really care where your money goes. Well, unfortunately, I have a buddy over here." And he gestures at Todd.
Todd just kind of nods his head
His
in the
favorite
corner.
hobby is cutting off toenails.
Roll me a deception.
So I think maybe
Toenails, man.
that's a 15.
Alright, cool. That's a weird thing to cut off, but okay.
Gregory just like looks at both of them in confusion and disgust, and then picks up the longsword and starts walking into the kitchen.
Okay. As you walk into the kitchen, you are unnoticed, and there's a bar. The barmaid is sitting there, and she's like putting pieces of wood into this brick fire. It's got the pig roasting over top of it.
I'm literally just going to reach over this person who's putting the fire and just grab like a hunk of the pig, rip it off, slam the sword into the like ground next to him, and then start eating the pig just right there.
Sure.
And not even like taking bites. He just.
As you do this, she kind of goes over into the corner, and she's like starts shivering, looking at you do this. And then as you're chewing on the meats and you're making eye contact, she is freaked out.
I am not making any eye contact with her.
Okay.
I am just ignoring her existence.
Well, she sees you. As you're eating, I imagine like as with every bite, the juices are just dripping down you.
I'm just like shoving it all in and then just starting to chew it, like doing this.
Yeah.
And like I'm biting
so
through the
disgusting.
bone as I'm doing this too.
And so she opens the back door and kind of just scurries away and closes the door right behind her.
So, Maria, does David actually eat like this?
I will say no comment.
All right. My toenails.
My
My toenails. We're going back to that conversation.
That's pretty good. I'm sorry, but my toenails.
Well, when you don't have toenails, you don't walk very well. And when you can't walk very well, you can't run a business. So he likes to steal all the joy out of people's lives. So he takes their toenail.
Roll me intimidation.
Can you please do it with like advantage or no? For that awesome deception check.
That's a natural 20.
Hey!
The best thing to get a natural 20.
Fine man, whatever. I don't want to lose my toenails. All right, how much do I owe you?
This little piece of paper. Todd, how much does the paper say?
Can he not?
Todd clears his throat and says, 250 gold, Hagar.
250?
Yeah.
I thought you said.
Yeah, 250.
Hey guys.
Oh, I must be getting old. Yeah, it's at 250 gold.
He's just dumb.
Roll me deception.
Wait, does he have to roll deception if he's just dumb? And he doesn't know?
He knows.
That's a 15.
Okay. Fine, whatever, man. He goes into the back. There's a little vault.
Goes into the back.
As he walks into the vault, he sees
He gets stuck in
Gregory just chomping on his meat. Dude, what are you doing? Get out of here, man. What are you, like one of these nasty sailor guys?
Glare at him with it in my mouth, and then I go, and just like start walking out. The sword is still just like shoved into the floor next to his fireplace.
Sure.
So he paid for it.
So you're walking out like the back door or the front door?
No, I'm walking out back into the front. I still have like 2 handfuls of meat, and I'm just like walking back out with the 2 handfuls.
Sure. Yeah, the 2 handfuls of meat. So he pulls out John the 250 gold. He comes over and hands it to you in the back. He kind of just slams it into your hand. He's like, "Here, take that and get out of here."
Rude.
What does Hagar do in reply?
Y'all are breaking up a little bit.
We lost him.
We lost John. A moment of
We're
silence.
gonna
Okay,
say,
anyways,
say
so you
mom.
walk into this front room with your two
Already
chunks
lost
of
a
meat.
character.
your time chunks of meat.
Yes.
Barmaid is gone.
I'm assuming he's the guy in the back is still counting out the money at this point.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I'm just sitting here with this meat, and I'm like, this is good. This is good.
This is good.
This-
Good.
oh, good
Another
meat. Good meat.
well-gotten meal.
Yeah.
And then I'm like looking at Hagar. I don't know what he looks like. So
But you don't know what he looks like? Oh, he hasn't been
yeah.
described yet.
Did you guys mention?
He is a Goliath, so he's kind of like crouched over, so his head doesn't hit the ceiling of this small little establishment.
Oh, so he's really big.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
what, 7-8 foot?
Yeah.
What?
So I actually have to look up at this guy. Huh.
Always the shortest guy in the party.
I'm the shortest.
My phone died.
Oh,
Welcome
sad.
back. So
So is what does Todd look like? And
Todd.
is he looking at me at all?
No, he's kind of just like a hooded figure in the corner. Not a lot of details. It's mostly obscured by the shadows of the tavern.
Okay. I'll just sit back down at my table where I was sitting earlier, and I'm literally just going to plop one of the handfuls of meat just onto the table, no plate, no nothing.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to take the other one and finish that off, and then going to like pick apart at the last little bit and be like, dessert.
The meat is also the dessert.
Yes.
All right, John, you good now?
Yeah.
Okay. So he walks over after counting out the gold, and he slams the pouch of 250 gold into your hand. Todd comes up and says, let me carry that for you, Hagar. He reaches to grab it out of your hand. Do you let him?
No, I'm perfectly capable of carrying it. Besides, the general told me to take it.
All right, buddy, just as long as you remember our bargain.
General told me to take it. Sorry.
All right, let's get out of this place. And Todd starts walking out the door.
At this point, I think I'm almost done my dessert.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get up and start following the tallest guy, just because.
Respect. Out of respect.
I think I'm the tallest guy.
You are
the tallest guy.
Oops.
So as
Well,
you walk out the
call him
door.
Todd.
Yeah. Are you trying to be stealthy, Gregory?
No, not at all.
So Hagar, you notice this guy behind you. As does Todd. Todd's like, hey man, why don't you go and give me my cut now?
Oh, yeah. Here,
That'll be 100 gold.
I thought you said it was 50.
No. I said that we needed to collect 100, but if we got more, that I would take all the excess, and that I would give you all the information on Petunia, which I gave you. Remember, that was our deal. You're a man of your word, aren't you?
That's not what I remember.
Well, it doesn't matter what you remember. You're just a big brute anyways. Just give me my 100 gold, man.
Hey, that was rude.
We're not in the business of not being rude. You realize what we do, right? We collect taxes. We beat up people that don't pay them. We go around gaining power. And, you know, it's not like you knew what you were signing up for, right? Like we aren't the good guys.
By the way, I've just been slowly catching up to them at this point, and as soon as he said we're not the good guys, I'm gonna roll to attack Todd.
Yes!
Roll a hit.
So I have
Gregory is the
like a
volcano.
maul that just kind of appears out of nowhere and I go to attack him.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to do it again.
Oh, it's so terrible. Oh, this is funny as all get out though.
Didn't you leave your sword? Do
let's
you have
see.
another sword?
No, I have a favored weapon because I'm actually a warlock,
Oh.
and it's a sorry, I have to actually delete that now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't have minis for you guys, so.
Guess what I got? I'm gonna make minis again.
So
Once everybody gives me a
there we
description.
go. It's not gonna hit, probably
that.
not,
That's
unless I get advantage for attacking with surprise.
Todd knows you're there.
But does he doesn't think he's gonna attack him, does he?
Probably not. You can have advantage.
You can have advantage, he said.
Yeah, that's marginally better.
He rolls on that one.
Gets a 3.
No, I didn't. That would be 14 to hit.
Alright, so for sake of simplicity, this is going to be Teddy. You are the little skeleton guy. This is going to be Todd.
Wait, what is John's character's name?
What?
Is John's character's name Teddy?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because they've been calling him like
Hagar?
Hagar.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
Yes. People can have more than one name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright.
So Gregory does not have more than one name, and
so-
he thinks that this is elitist talk for
So-
people who have more than one name right now.
You got a 14?
Yeah, 14
Okay.
with the advantage.
14 will hit.
14 hits.
Okay.
That's maybe my next one. Dumb zombie. That's pretty cool.
That will be 11 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning, if it matters.
Yeah, so he takes the 11 damage. And he rears around at you.
I think there's like
And he is going to attack right back at you. That's going to be a natural 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Wait, nat 20 to hit?
That'll be 9 damage as he brings his dagger into you. Then he's going to use his other hand to pull out his other dagger. That'll be a 16 to hit.
That just barely hits.
Okay. That'll be another 5 damage to you.
Okay.
Teddy, you see this other guy come up and stab your friend who was
Well,
very,
to be fair, I
very
bonked him on the head with a hammer.
okay, bonked him on his head. With who you thought was one of your friends and your compatriots, who was sitting here trying to steal money from you, telling you some awful, nasty things that you didn't want to hear. What do you do?
Petunia was right. Karma's real. That's cool. I just kind of shrug and watch.
You watch? Okay. That brings us back up to Gregory.
I guess I will.
Wait, can I backtrack a tiny bit?
Okay.
Sure.
Does Gregor look like he's in a good deal of pain?
Yes.
I'm really not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not Gregory.
Never mind.
Sorry. I thought
Todd
you said
isn't a
Todd
great-
for a second.
Todd deserves some pain right now. Todd can take it. And so I do nothing.
Okay. Gregory.
I will roll to attack again.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
That is unfortunate. 9 damage.
Okay. With 9 damage, you hit him across the head again. He falls to the ground. Blood is dripping from his skull. He wasn't wearing a helmet. All he had was a simple hood over his head. And he lies there, dead, blood still trickling from his now non-beating heart.
I start looking up at the big guy, and I just go, he said he was a bad guy. What do you want me to do?
That's a little excessive, isn't it, Mr. Karma?
Who's Mr. Karma? Sorry. Who's Mr. I ate too much pig. Who's Mr.
This is so dumb.
I think you just killed a pig, but what did you kill him for? That was a little excessive.
God told me to.
Oh, understandable.
My maul just starts dissipating. Like, it just disappears.
No.
Alright, have your inspiration.
God told me.
God told me to. Love that.
I forgot that he was a warlock for a second.
Alright, so there's
So I'll
body
just be like, I start shrugging. I actually need to go find something real fast.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So
God told me to, and Teddy's just like, understandable.
Hold on. Hey, what is your character's intelligence score?
My intelligence score?
Yes, both of you.
John, you want to tell her first?
Sure, if I can find it.
Please do.
I'm probably playing him dumber than he is. His intelligence is a +1.
Got it. Okay.
Alright, so now it comes to me. My intelligence is
Oh goodness.
a -2.
Okay. Okay. So I have a +2 to intelligence. There's a +1, a -2, and a -1. So this is
the dumbest party.
is the dumb party.
Um,
We're real good at perception. We're terrible at investigation.
so
I also have a -1 to wisdom, just to point that out.
So, Gregory, you just killed this man. You don't feel
So
anything
cool.
inside. It's
That is
just
so
another
weird.
day.
Bird.
You do know that you're probably not going to be welcome back in this town. Also, your coin purse is feeling a little light. Teddy, you see Todd dead. You feel bad for the pain, probably, but not necessarily bad that it happened to Todd.
Todd deserved it.
You do start thinking about.
If anyone's going to feel pain, it should have been Todd.
We all hate Todd.
You start thinking about what he said, and Todd is a guy that you wouldn't necessarily trust, but you find a lot of truth in his statements. You know, ever since you joined to help people. All you guys really ever seem to do is hurt people.
This is all they
That sounds good.
I mean, they
cool.
deliberately lied to you.
The baddies?
What's that?
I said, are we the baddies?
Are we the baddies? And then you start thinking about Petunia and how they knew about her and they knew how much she mattered to you and they chose to keep that a secret. What are you guys doing?
I take my weapon of choice, which I can't even remember what it is. What would my weapon of choice be?
Probably a mace is more typical for your class.
Okay, I take my mace. I smack Todd's body with it.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll for that. You smack his body. Um, what part of his body are you aiming for?
Toenails.
Just center body mass.
Center body mass. As you smack in, you hear the crack of a couple of ribs. Gregory, this probably brings a smile to your face.
I just look at him, look at the body, and I go, "You gonna eat that?"
Oh goodness.
I'm not hungry.
I'm not either.
he's
Yeah,
like-
let's just go.
He's so good to his
And
culture.
I just start walking along, just like pretty much aimlessly at first,
Yeah.
and then you can see him cock his ear, and he starts walking towards the like sea,
Yeah.
and just expecting the guy to follow him.
Yeah. As you start walking towards the sea, to get to it, you kind of have to walk like right by the storehouse. You see just across the way the little booth on the side of it has a sign that says "Now Hiring."
You said a storehouse?
Yeah, it's like a warehouse. Sorry. Next
I'm
to the
actually
dock.
just gonna roll real fast to see if I actually even read it.
Okay.
I did in fact read it.
Let's go.
Wait a minute. Can you
I
not
rolled an
read?
18 on the die, so even
Let's
with
go.
my terrible intelligence, I did in fact read it.
Mhm.
I guess it was very big letters, right?
Yeah.
And then I just cocked my head, and then I go, I don't like the work, though.
But you like the gold.
Oh, I don't have any more disposable weapons. It's true. So I just like walk into the place that says now hiring.
Yeah. So you
I
walk
just
up.
assume that the Goliath is still following me. I don't know what you're doing, John.
I follow Mr. Karma. He's clearly an agent from God.
Obviously.
Obviously, an agent from God.
You walk up to this little booth. Guys,
What God does
hello, my name is Monsieur Aline. Welcome to the docks where we have the fish and the crab. May I help you today?
I just point at the thing that says now hiring, and I go, I'm strong. I can be.
Yes. I can clearly see that you are a strong
I
one.
love this.
Let me pull up my chart. Starts reading his chart. He takes a piece of bread and he takes a bite into his croissant. Oh yes, we
He's
do.
just aggressive French stereotype. I love it.
This is the best character.
We do need some more help on the ship. It will be a how do you say, difficult job. It would be 10 gold if you can do it.
Wait, 10 gold, you pay me?
Yes.
For a trip? Okay.
Yes, you will get the 10
I go.
gold. You do not have to
Where I
pay,
go?
so you are working for us.
Where do I go?
You just go to the ship and the captain will get you sorted.
Okay.
The idea of a God.
As Gregory starts walking off towards the ship,
He's like as he like goes through the conversation, there was like minute pauses where he's like stopping and listening and then says stuff. So like it's a little off-putting.
yeah. So Hagar, Gregory starts heading towards the ship for this work. You overheard this conversation. What are you doing?
Mr. Karma, can I come with?
Gregory just keeps walking.
Sir, if you would like the job too, you may have it.
Sure.
Oh,
Can I ask you, how did you communicate with him? He's clearly deaf.
he is deaf. He is very different, I can tell you that.
Hagar doesn't get the joke.
I just talked to you.
He just nods politely.
Let me take another bite of my croissant. It is delicious.
All right. You.
And the funny thing to me is that I mentioned a god, and then all of a sudden from my
Okay,
left I
so you
hear
guys are
that.
heading for the boat?
Somebody
Sure.
on
Yes.
YouTube.
Okay, cool.
At some point, I'll look around me and not see the Goliath close by, so I'll look over and be like, do one of these, like motion to him to catch up.
So right here, we are going to take a very quick break and be back in less than 5. Alright, y'all ready?
Yeah. Are we all on
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay,
the, are we all on the boat?
time skip. You guys, I'll get on the boat. Start the journey.
Can I do one thing while I'm on the boat?
What's that?
And reach into my little bag of tricks and pull out my little mushroom man to just have it with me on each day or something like that. I'm gonna roll a d8 and figure out what the heck it is.
Yep. You guys become basic acquaintances with each other. You guys meet some of the other crew members. There's basically like the captain and 2 crew members which have been there a long time. Then there's the first mate who's also been there a long time, and then you have like 2 other guys which are very like dirty and dratty, more like scum of the earth type people, at least in looks, that were previously at the tavern that you talked to, Gregory. What did you get out of your bag?
Okay, so technically I got a goat, but since I'm flavoring all my stuff as mushrooms, it's a porcini mushroom. This is what it looks like. It's very short, eaten, stocky, and it's the size of a horse. That side is a horse, the size of a goat. And that thing is just next to me. Just kind of next to me, and it's kind of vibing.
Walking mushroom.
So
I'm going to
I'm kind of just like holding it. It's up on my shoulder.
General direction of Maria's character, and just kind of like you can see like my whole snout is just like wrinkled up, and like I'll try to stay as far away from her as possible.
I smell like decay.
So on this
Exactly.
boat, there are 2 levels. You have like the upper level, has a sail, steering ship, all that sort of thing. And then there's a lower level. It's just got a couple of measly cots. And then like the front of the ship is basically just packed in with cargo. It's got a small little sink and just like a little toilet down there. It's not even in a stall. It's just in the middle of the room at the bottom. The hole is actually just a hole outside. Where will you guys be hanging out on this journey? This is maybe like 2 days into the couple-day long journey. Will you
Well, I
guys be
just want to be clear. I refer to David's character exclusively as Mr. Karma.
Okay.
Yes, got it. I feel like
I think Gregory, every time he calls him Mr. Karma, just kind of like looks at him funny. But like after a while, he's just like whatever, and he like cocks his ear and he's like, okay, that makes sense.
I feel like out of all the people on the boat that Portia would go towards, it would be the one that looks like they've been in the woods the most. So I feel like it's not even like hanging out, it's just like going over to you and just like kind of sitting next to you and not really talking to you. Just kind of like...
The nature thing.
Yeah, just kind of being like, I am part mushroom, this guy obviously lives in a forest most times, and I'm just gonna go and kind of... I think after the first day I realized I didn't introduce myself and go, I'm Portia Bella.
Caspian. Friends call me Cass.
Cass. Good name. And that's all of our interaction for 3 days.
So where are you guys at on the boat? Upper level, lower level?
Nearest to the food.
I'm gonna be hanging out mostly
It'll
on
be
the
downstairs.
upper level
Downstairs.
and just like pretending to do like actual tasks, or like whenever someone asks me to do something, I'll just kind of like puff at them and actually do it. But other than that, I'm just keeping myself relatively busy.
Okay.
Anyone ever spends time hanging out with the crew members, he is made fun of by them a bit, but always is completely oblivious, which makes them laugh to the point where they start kind of liking him because he's just
Yeah.
a friendly big buffoon.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody makes fun of me, I will literally punch them in the face. Just FYI.
If anyone makes fun of me, I'm just gonna stare at them until they feel too uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just gonna stare at them, and then something underneath my skin will just kind of crawl a little bit, like underneath my skin, and I'll just kind of go like this, and just you'll see it move.
Chris, you're taking a nap on a little cot during one of the days in the voyage. And down comes the first mate. Says, and whispers into your ear, "Hey man, it's time to earn your money."
Stop, I'm not that kind of guy.
Sorry.
Hey, I saw you eyeing some of the cargo over there earlier. What do you think about splitting some of that cargo between us? Kind of looks around the shoulder.
Am I there now?
You're in the corner. You could roll me a perception or try to listen.
I feel like all I'm doing is listening all day.
All right. Have advantage.
21.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit louder?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll direct
Yeah,
my
yeah,
sound more
please.
towards the camera. Hey man, Captain, those other two guys, they gotta go. Help us get rid of them.
Ooh.
Cargo, you'll get a share of your cargo there too.
I'm not a very violent person.
I'm not so sure about that, buddy. After what you said in that tavern,
Hey, I can't get them for pelts.
alright, just stay down here. Go to sleep. You didn't hear anything.
Hear what?
Starts walking away. Go ahead and whoever's downstairs, place your minis. I'm assuming
steal a
you two
mini?
are probably
This is
upstairs since they're downstairs, right?
We're probably back here because that's where the galley is, right?
I
Or
have
do you
no
want to go
idea.
here? Okay, here.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Quick question about
I
boat
thought that was a
combat.
sea monster.
If you cast a spell that's like a lingering area of effect, with the boat moving, would you be able to anchor it in the
Yeah,
boat?
yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. I'm not gonna deal with physics on
Okay,
that.
are you two in the?
Okay, then just
This is
On the
the
boat.
upper level.
Whoa, that's really
You've
cool.
been waiting to use it, haven't you?
Are you guys on the upper
That's
level
really
or the
cool.
or lower level?
I'm upper level.
Yeah,
you grab
they
me
would
there,
both
too?
be upper level because most of the crew is going to
He's
be
been
upper
waiting to
level
do
as
power.
well. This guy is going to be down here. He just talked to you. On the upper level, we have the captain over here at the steering wheel, and these other little crew members doing things around the ship. And then these are the scummy-looking guys.
I'm just hanging out with at least one of the crew members.
Yes, you two are right here.
Mm-hmm.
You and Mr. Karma are right here.
I guess that's my new nickname, Mr. Karma.
So we
I will now be Gregory Karma.
this guy walks up the ladder.
Where's the ladder down here?
It's about right here.
Okay.
Right there, right there, and right there. 10 feet of movement to get up. This guy comes up, looks at his guys, says, "Now's the time, boys." These guys kind of line up right
I'm
there,
just gonna turn to you
and they start attacking each other. Go ahead and have that conversation while
and just
I
look
do this.
and just go.
Hey, guess what? Let's wait till they about kill each other off, finish, and we'll take the whole boat.
You get a rare smile from a person you have not seen smile in 4 days.
Food is all yours.
Decay.
Oh, wait, so they're just attacking each other?
Not yet.
Yeah, they are. I'm currently rolling on that.
Me and Chris, our characters are having a wonderful conversation as being the only two people in the basement that heard it, apparently.
Yeah. So, what you guys see is him and his goons come out. And first captain, they start attacking this little guy right there. What would you guys like to do?
Who's attacking who?
Actually,
sorry.
you know what? Just go and roll the
I
initiative.
can't.
Roll
I
initiative.
can't really see.
So what's happening is that there's a guy right here.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of hard to tell what's going on. Maybe I should like turn it like
Well, the
this.
camera keeps like fuzzing out.
What
That's
if
a lot better. Yeah,
What if I
thank
did
you.
like this and turn it to the side?
So they're attacking the
So-
people
if
in
you do
blue,
it like,
and we're the people
it'll
to the
put
right.
this one closer.
Oh, you're right. So right now, this guy right here, the guy all the way at the end, is attacking
Blue.
the blue guy is attacking the small white guy right here, and
Okay,
then this
blue
guy
equals
is
bad,
also
got it.
attacking this guy, and is this guy also attacking this guy? Okay, but the captain of the vessel is right here,
I have.
and then
got-
you two,
rolling?
you're right here,
Mhm.
and Mr. Karma's right here.
I need initiative from everybody.
Okay. Dude,
initiative
couldn't roll it
for me
earlier?
was,
I know, right?
+2, so
I got
that's
11.
a 21. Sorry. Also, we would have gotten a long rest at this point, I assume.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cause it's been like 3 days. Can I choose a new one?
I need
Technically,
what?
the bag of tricks thing does every single day. Okay, go. Oh, I have to get my stat block up.
25.
Holy crap.
Hey, do you want to see? How much hit points it has?
You rolled a 19
That's
or
how
you
many
got a
hit points it
19?
has.
I got a 19.
Wow.
It's not meant for like a
Maria.
big combat.
I don't think it's meant for any combat.
11.
11.
But look, it can do charge.
Alright.
And it's sure-footed.
We're gonna go in order on this. The
Definitely did not just turn over right there.
The captain goes first.
captain, after seeing his crew member get attacked by his first mate, goes, "Hey, stop that!"
Yeah, I see a guy swinging a sword.
And the,
He's like, "Hey, stop that." You good?
The first mate looks at him and says,
Oh.
"This is our ship now, Captain." And Caspian, it is your turn.
So there were crates here.
Mhm.
Is there anything that says B24 down here, like on a crate or?
It's so. After talking with the crew, you realize they kind of load it in alphabetical order, and they stack it. So like from here to like here is just stacks of cargo and stuff. When you started coming in, you were just loading like the last bit. You were in the C's and the D's. So A's and B's have already been loaded. They're way back there, not accessible.
Okay. So it's just it's a ladder that goes straight up, or is it one of those like
goes straight up.
steps?
Yeah, it's a ladder that goes straight up.
Okay.
10 feet of movement to go to the top.
And where's it gonna come out at?
It's
Here,
here
and it come out.
and here. No, I'm sorry, here. Because that got flipped around.
Yeah, sorry, I put that around.
Yeah, so it'll be like right there and right there.
It would be kind of funny if you went and shot him in his foot.
I'm gonna go ahead and climb up to the top.
Not me. No, that's me.
That'd be 30 feet to get right there.
Okay. Dang, I don't know who to. I'm gonna hunter's mark the captain.
The captain?
Yep.
Sure. Anything else?
Can you move?
No, that was
Anymore?
on my
Okay,
movement.
okay.
Movement plus bonus.
So which one's Gregory and which one's Teddy?
Gregory, Teddy.
So I'm gonna go ahead. Can I retro con hunter's mark?
Sure.
Because I forgot about dash and just dash over.
You can Hunter's Mark in the bonus action.
It takes a bonus action to dash.
Oh. Oh, for Bloomstalker, for Rangers,
Oh.
you get a bonus action dash, don't you?
No, you get bonus action hide as your
Bonus
stalker.
action hide. Oh, sorry.
You do not get bonus action dash. You only get that as a monk or a rogue.
Got it. So you can just Hunter's Mark and then run with your action, but
Just go ahead and I'm just gonna dash and I'm gonna get in between.
Sure.
Yeah.
None of these guys are hostile to you. No opportunity attacks.
I mean, they saw you hunt or do some type of magic on the person they want to kill, so.
No, I took it away so I could use my bonus action to run.
It's an action to dash.
It's an action to dash.
You don't have a bonus action dash as a boom star.
I thought it was movement plus bonus action. Never mind, I'm backwards. Okay.
So do you still have
Yeah,
that mark?
yeah.
You still have
no,
your bonus action. You use your action.
Okay.
You're using it.
I'm not gonna hunter's marking yet because I'm gonna see who's
Okay.
taking who.
Okay.
So that's my turn.
Okay, cool.
The downside's a good one first.
So
So no, he just run forward.
this guy, first mate, makes his attacks. Right on the other little innocent guy. He lands with one of them.
I feel like we're creepy.
I forgot how to do this. It's been so long. He says, "Gods be on our side. This is our ship now."
I summon the Kraken.
Then up next is his little goony guy right there.
A goon. Hey, what did you guys get on your initiative?
It'll be that one will hit.
2, 12,
Nice.
3,
21.
21. Oh wait, these guys get higher than a 21?
Yep.
I think they're getting around before we do.
Gregory, your turn.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Come on,
They just roll out.
Mr. Karma, let's go.
So, the one with the black base is the first mate. The two gray ones are, yes, just...
They're goons.
And, yes, how far away from the edge of the ship is the first mate?
This guy,
No, first mate.
No,
First
the
mate?
first mate.
10 feet.
What is your ruling on shoving people for if I tried to shove them that far?
You can try and shove him that far.
Alright. I'm gonna go up to him.
I was thinking he was a minotaur, but...
Oh, and I'm also listening to this voice in my head,
Yeah.
and it said something that I'm going to follow.
Mm-hmm.
So I will go into rage,
Mm-hmm.
and I will attempt to shove this guy off the boat.
Absolutely. Athletics check.
What is... I get advantage, right, because I'm raging?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And let me find athletics. That is 22. Where'd the dice go?
Need a nice go.
Seriously, where the heck did the dice go?
Check behind you, not underneath the table.
It went forward.
Sorry. This is such...
Also, 22.
Crap. You push him, he goes flying off the boat. You hear a massive
Yay.
as he splashes into the water. Anything else?
Nope, that was some of my movement bonus action. I guess I will kind of shoulder my way in between those two blue guys.
Okay.
Yeah, like right there-ish.
Alright. This guy turns around. The guy that just stabbed at him. He kind of like hobbles a little bit as he does so. Pulls out his short sword. Swings it at him. First one's a miss. Second one's...
Also, how high off the water is the ship? And would that guy have taken any damage when he hit the waves?
No. It's not far. It's like maybe 15 feet.
Do you know how to pilot a
Okay.
ship?
That other guy is going to take noise. Massive amounts of damage. Give us
That I do not.
Hagar,
As the
What
one,
can it be?
as the one with a +2 intelligence in the party.
what do you think is going
I
on
say
right now?
not
What's going
killing
through your
the
head?
captain.
Okay, so
Enough wisdom to know I can't.
who did David's character attack?
The
mate.
first mate.
First mate, and he went overboard. He's like all off the screen. You can't see him, but he's on the ground. Or he's in the
So
water,
has
I
anyone
guess.
been stabbed?
Yeah.
No, wait.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
There are two people that are currently damaged. This guy and this guy.
Has this guy
These
not
two.
been damaged too?
Yeah.
Okay.
These two.
So the one gray boy is not the attacking, and the blue boy is the one doing the attacking.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Stop attacking. That's not kind.
We're gonna have fun.
They don't stop
So-
attacking.
On my bonus action, I will cast. I'll cast Sanctuary on Mr. Karma.
Okay.
Cool.
Wait, what? That's kind of a waste of a
Five.
cast.
On the raging
Alright.
barbarian.
Yes, that's funny. Alright, I like it. It's,
No one
it's,
can
it's,
put him down
It's-
anyway.
It's what Teddy would do.
makes sense.
It's what Teddy would do. What else?
And with my action, I cast.
Oh, are we ruling you can cast 2 spells on 1 turn?
Not slotted spell.
With,
You can do a cantrip and a spell, but not 2 spells.
yeah. Okay.
Sanctuary was a first level spell, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can do cantrip now. Also,
Well, this is,
double check the wording of sanctuary. Give me a second.
What else is Teddy doing?
Well, this blue guy seems to have started inflicting pain on people for no particular reason.
Yes.
I just realized I wrote that
I don't roll with that.
Uh-huh.
So, I think life is a give and take, and he just gave, so he should take a little bit.
Life is a box
So
of
I
chocolate.
can-
Sometimes you give and take.
I cast Sacred Flame at him.
Absolutely. That'll be a dex save.
Hey man, I just want to let you know you're not that 1 month.
Is it say? I'm pretty sure I have to roll to hit.
Uh,
No, it's a dex save,
He succeeded.
so he doesn't take any damage.
Yeah, he doesn't take any damage. On the kind of like the rockiness of the ocean, you kind of aim, and it goes off and hits just like one of the little side railings on the boat. That concludes your turn, correct?
I mean, unless he wants to move.
I'm going to.
My
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
speed
stay
is
there.
35 feet. I just realized that.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Next guy is going to be this guy right here attacking the little grimy dude. That'll be a yep. That will hit.
Gray dude attacking blue.
Yep. Gray dude did hit blue. He does some damage to Mr. Blue guy.
Mr. Blue. Sorry. This one sucks. Get out of there.
We are up to Portia.
Okay, Portia has this feeling that I would only describe as I'm about to eat. So she's going to come up here and how many feet is it? 5, 10, 15, whatever. I have 35
You
feet.
can get to the top of the ladder.
So I'm gonna come up right next to right here. And immediately just around her you see all these spores that are usually invisible just like burst out of her body. Which is kind of fun. And then that just happens. That's not even, I don't think that's an act. It's just you're always surrounded by these spores. I just choose to make them invisible.
You sure about that?
It's,
You
I
sure
use a
not bonus
reaction
action?
to deal the damage, but they're always just there.
Okay, gotcha. So,
So
it's not a bonus action
yeah,
to cast it.
it's not a bonus action to cast. I have spores in my pores, so thank you,
Hey.
thank you.
What else?
She's got the spores in her
Her
pores.
And then how bad are these blue guys looking?
Let me pull it up. They both look a little bit damaged.
Cool. What I'm gonna do is I am going to, as an action, I am going to use one of my wild shapes to go into my Halo of Spores, which means that I will roll double damage for my Halo of Spores, and that my extra weapon attacks deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage, and I gain 8 temporary hit points.
It is an action, and it uses a wild shape to be
Yes.
symbiotic in it.
I know, I said it's an action, so I use it as an
I
action.
was reading it as you were saying it. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah,
to it
yeah, I said I use an action to do that. And then, as a bonus action, I'm going to manifest an echo of myself.
Yep.
So you see this lady walks out, literally like fumes of iridescent, like yellow and blue and green, red spores coming spores come out of her pores, and then all of a sudden, right next to her, you just see like a shadowy version of her made out of mushrooms pop up.
Sick.
And I'll put. It says I can see within 15 feet of me, so I'm gonna put it here.
Alright, right behind that guy. Got
Yeah.
it. Hey,
And then that is my turn. Can I make an intimidation roll?
Sure, yeah.
Just
What are you
free,
trying to- yeah.
just free intimidation. I don't think people usually see a decaying woman like with.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's only a 13.
Okay.
Just to make, I don't want this to happen anything
Yeah.
mechanically. I just want them to be a little bit scared.
Either like he looks over his shoulder and he just kind of jumps in as he realizes he is very quickly becoming outnumbered.
It's that.
This was supposed to be an easy job.
All I'm saying is I'm looking, and all of a sudden it's like that feeling of satisfaction when you know you're so hungry and you're about to eat some good food.
Yeah. Alright.
I think I'm gonna make eye contact with Gregory in this moment and just be like that feeling of like being hungry, and I'm gonna look at you with that.
I'm not hungry right now, so I just do not make eye contact with you. Also, I am just slaveringly mad. Like you can see like foam at like the corners of my mouth. I'm just like.
Also, can I also shout to him and be like, as we talked about it below, and he did tell me that he wanted to take over the whole boat, and I go, idiot, we don't know how to ride the boat. We don't know how to drive the boat.
I'm gonna ignore because I don't know who idiot is.
Who's that guy? Have an inspiration.
I already have one.
This guy, you got to now. This guy brings his sword out, stabs this guy, his body falls over.
We have another one overboard. We have one of the gray ones overboard.
It is up to the captain's turn. He is going to bring out his crossbow. He's going to angle himself right here, shoot at that guy. That will indeed hit him.
Because the deal's off. If the captain accidentally shot me there, he would have been dead, and we would just have to figure out how to drive the boat.
That's not a lot of damage.
Let me drive the boat.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Just FYI, the message I got at the beginning of the fight was kill them all.
Also, I forgot to. I'm going to
in
retcon. This guy's
That's what I'm
also going to use his object interaction to throw a rope over the edge of the ship to his.
To try and get the first mate back.
Yeah.
Hey, first mate, what kind of armor was he wearing?
It's like hide probably. I don't
Dang
know.
it. His plate mail. I'm like, wow, he really can't swim in that, can he?
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't have it in the stat block, but he's not like a tanky guy.
Yeah, I think it's plate mail.
Caspian,
I think it's plate mail, right?
what you doing, bud?
I'm gonna look at the captain. And be like, what's it worth for help?
What do you want? I'll do anything. This is my ship.
Okay. So I'm gonna hunter's mark the guy with the rope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop off a shot.
Alright, go ahead.
Are you gonna move so you don't hit me?
I can't tell what angles I'm at, so.
Oh, well, you could probably just move over right here one.
Yeah, over.
I like how those two guys straight up stayed there. That's my favorite part about this spinny thingy.
First attack. 21 to hit.
Yes.
Damage. Ooh!
You doing full digital dice, Chris?
Yeah.
Yes. Where's my
Hunter's mark?
Is that by choice, or is that you just forgot your dice?
No, I got him. We just didn't have room. So that's 16 damage
16
for the
damage.
first one.
Got it.
Second attack. That is a 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Jeez.
Sorry, it's a lot longer with the
It takes a lot longer to roll.
for 10 more.
Okay. And with that, you shoot him, and he goes overboard. Unfortunately for you, he tied off the rope on one of the little knobs. I don't know what they're called on the ship. Prior
Knob.
to doing that.
They're called a knob.
Okay. The knob.
They're called the
It
knob.
just feels wrong. Alright. Anything else for Caspian?
Nope. He's just going to turn around and look at the captain and be like, there's one.
Alright, this guy is going to pull himself up on the rope. He's
And I'm going to transfer my hunter's mark to the guy that just climbed back up.
you did your hunter's mark that turn, didn't you?
But it
No.
transfers when the guy does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
have
can
to
do
use
it
a bonus
as a bonus
action.
action.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
you have to
okay,
do it at the
okay.
beginning
Well,
of
you
next
still
turn.
have a bonus action.
No, you use the bonus action.
No, I
to
used
cast
it
on
to
the
cast
guy.
it
Use
on
the
the guy.
bonus action on the hunter's mark that
I
turn.
thought he
So
cast
he's
it later.
gonna
I
do
thought,
that next turn.
I'm sorry, I thought it was as soon as they got it moved.
He-
No, you
he's
have to use the
gonna,
bonus action to cast it.
come over to, not Zephyr.
Portia.
Okay.
Thank you. He's going to swing his scimitar at you. That'll be a 13 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
That'll be a 24 to hit,
Well, that one hits.
or 23 to hit. That will be 8 damage.
Reaction
Cool.
damage.
And he goes, I ain't giving up that easily. Gregory.
Just a quick question. I didn't take any damage or technically do any damage. Would I still have my rage at this point?
Rages you have to attack
Not do
or
damage.
take damage. You did indeed attack.
A shove is technically an attack.
A shove
yeah,
is
so
an
I still
attack.
have it, right?
Raw, correct.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that was the case.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because if I didn't, I could just rage again, but I'm not really sure I want to. So I'm gonna go ahead and attack. Interesting. That's not right at all. The guy, the first mate who came back up.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll attack him again,
Absolutely. Roll a hit.
and I will be reckless attacking
Okay.
because why the heck not?
Sure.
So that would be 14 to hit.
That he will use his scimitar to come up and meet your block and slightly push your weapon out of the way as you swing it down on him. It will miss.
Okay, so a parry basically.
Correct.
Do I have anything that I can do bonus action wise? I don't think so. No, and I only get one attack at the moment, so that's it for me.
You're level 5.
Yes.
Straight barbarian.
2 barbarian, 3 warlock.
You do
so
not have
I don't
extra
have the
attack.
bonus attack for
Okay.
either.
Teddy, you're up.
Oh, the sanctuary is gone, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
correct.
That's gone.
Mhm.
I will cast aid
Okay.
on Gregory
Yep.
and Caspian
Yep.
and that one gray guy.
Okay.
What does aid do again?
Gives you
5
plus
temporary.
5 hit points and increases your maximum by 5.
Okay, so basically, it's not temporary though,
It's not temporary. Well, it'll go away after so long.
but it doesn't count as temporary.
Yeah, I
It
think
is
it
not.
does, right?
No, Each target's
It
hit point
increases your count,
maximum
yeah.
and
I don't know.
current hit points increase by
I
5
know,
for
I
the
know.
duration, which is 8
But
hours.
that dude did exactly 8 hit points.
Right.
Which is, I come out of my hair
Anything else?
thing when I lose my temporary hit points. So I'm gonna recast it in the new action
For
search.
my bonus action,
I should have done that last turn actually, but
I will cast Shield of Faith. I can't do that. Never
you
mind.
can't do that. No.
Bonus action.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, it's a slotted spell. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slotted spell. So
You shouldn't have any other bonus actions.
I don't think
as
you have a bonus
cleric.
action cantrip.
Yeah.
So multi-class into bard, man. Do it.
Yeah, my only bonus action is when I have two I've been fighting.
Deal with the bard cleric.
So I'm not using that currently. So that is my turn, yes.
Okay. We are up to this guy who feels a little bit healthier than he did before. He's going to attack the guy right in front of him.
Gray guy attacking blue guy.
That first one's going to be a miss. Next one's going to be a crit. Nice. He does a crap ton of damage to this guy right here. He just kind of slumps over on the boat, dead.
So the only one left alive is the first mate.
Mm-hmm.
But is that guy still? Is this dead body still on top?
Yes.
Cool.
I just don't have enough room to lay it down. Portia.
Portia came out of the wild spores thing because he did exactly 8 hit points, and it goes away when you lose all your temporary hit points.
Oh,
So
no.
she's gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Use her action to do that again.
Yeah.
Then she's going to action surge.
Yeah.
And then what she's going to do is
No, it's an action to do it, right?
I action surged. Hey man, I know what I'm doing, man. Going into it again. I'm action surging.
Man.
Can I use my reaction on my turn? Because this guy did move into my. He started this guy, or no?
Does it say use a reaction if they start their turn
Or it's
in,
when they
or if
move into the turn.
Into it?
This is when they move into it.
No. He would have to be moving into it, or
But
I think it says starting his turn.
No, it says when a creature you can see moves into a space within 10 feet of you.
You
And
would have had to do that when he first
Okay.
moved into it.
just making sure because
so-
I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, pay attention in the future.
Pay attention in the future. Got it. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to.
You can use your reactions on your turn, just not
Not
in
as
this
that.
particular
Yep.
case.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to. This is gonna be a little confusing, and I apologize for any missteps I make. I am going to.
You just said you knew what you were doing.
Hey, I
With
know what
action
I'm doing.
surge.
I'm gonna move my Echo Knight because I can move it up to 15 feet.
Yep.
Just to here.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to use my heightened fury attack, where I can, once I take the attack action, he can make one additional melee attack from the Echo's position.
Sure.
So I am going to make an attack.
Uh-huh.
Which, oh my goodness, I keep forgetting what I have to do. And that's a 20 to hit,
That'll hit.
but not a mod. And then I add an extra d6 in necrotic damage to this, so it's 12 damage on the first attack from me.
Okay.
And then my Spore Man will go, and he got a nat 1, so screw the Echo Knight.
Okay. Anything else?
Yes, and then my little tiny Mushroom Man will go. He's been on my shoulder. I've just been putting him there because I don't want to have another mini on the board.
Uh-huh.
And he gets an 11. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Cool. That is, I believe it's all of my turn.
Alright. Captain's gonna draw his bow to hit. That'll be a crit. Let's go! Alright, he does a little bit of damage. Caspian, you're up.
Oh, I get my 8 hit points back. 8 temporary hit points back.
The one that got pulled up still up. Bonus action to 100 mark.
Okay, got it.
First attack.
By the way, I just want to let you know my goat has advantage against strength and dexterity. My little mushroom man. So he cannot be moved from where he is on my shoulder. If anyone wants to grab him.
13 to hit.
No.
Second attack.
Proceed.
15.
He's gonna take out his scimitar and guide your weapon to the side and parry.
The
and
arrow?
miss.
He parries the arrow? Can you parry an arrow?
Yes. You
Well.
just Chops it out of
He
the
just
air.
goes, that's honestly,
Yep.
a little bit impressive. Can I use a free object interaction to start the spores to start ambiently eating the dead corpse next to me?
Sure.
Cool.
The circle of DMCA.
It's decay. It's entropy.
It's only DMCA if you sing it right, though, right?
The
Or if you sing it good. So if we sing it bad, we're fine. Death. Anything else, guys?
Decay.
If he's knocking arrows out of the air, no, I'm done.
Alright. He's gonna turn around. Is your Echo Knight have AC?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he's not going for that. Sorry.
He's
gonna
not going for my
he's
Echo
gonna
Knight.
go
No, go
over.
for my Echo Knight.
He's gonna go over to attack.
He's not gonna attack
Gregory.
the madman, the mad woman, the spores coming out of her? What do you
First
mean?
attack is gonna be.
Oh wait, hold on. Reaction. He started his turn on my spores, right?
Yes.
He makes a con save.
Does a 24 hit, David?
He has advantage, and
He
yes, it would.
passes. Dang it.
What's that?
I said he has advantage because I reckless.
Yeah, I rolled
And
with
yes,
advantage.
Whatever hits.
My spell
24.
save is exactly 14.
That is going to be a solid 5 damage to you. His
Is
second.
that halved?
Yes. His second attack is going to be a 23 on you
With the batteries not last long.
for 9 damage,
For this?
which will also be halved.
So
It's
100%.
So the 5 damage is halved to 2,
Yeah.
and the 9 damage is halved to 5.
To 4.
Or 4.
5. No.
So
Yeah, 4.
6 total.
4. Uh-huh.
Make 29.
Yep.
Wait, he hit
in-
3 times and only did 6 damage?
He hit twice.
Oh, twice.
That got reduced. He actually dealt like 14. But Gregory, it is your turn.
I will. What will I do here? I will attack the guy who attacked me. I guess that makes the most sense.
Okay. Go ahead.
So that would be. I'm just reckless attacking again.
Yep.
Because why not? 22 to hit,
Yep.
and then that's just really bad. 7 damage
Noted.
of the bludgeoning,
Uh-huh.
and that would be it for my turn.
Okay. We are up to Teddy.
Teddy. So, Teddy will, as a bonus action, he will decide that he should help end this. So, Teddy will go up. Teddy will, as a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay. Wait, how do you have Hunter's Mark as a cleric?
What's that?
What's your subclass again?
I chose Fey Touched Feet again.
Got you.
Oh, I'm gonna say, we both looked up. We were like,
Wait a
wait a
second.
minute.
Carry
Hunter's
on.
Mark.
Hunter's Mark is cast. What else would you like to do?
Stab him.
I would cast that on the first mate,
Yep.
I'm sorry.
and then I will run towards said first mate.
If I crit,
Absolutely.
right, I would roll,
You get around to the backside of him.
and I would only get half the damage you do.
I will swing at him with my mace.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I'm a druid. I'm not built for this.
Wait till I take the rogue.
Let's see, to hit
Attack
with a mace.
with Hunter's Mark.
That's going to be a 16.
what I
He
might
will
do is I might-
swing up
Oh,
his
sorry, no,
scimitar.
not 16. It's a 19, sorry.
He will swing up his scimitar to parry your weapon.
10
As he
instead of
swings
8,
up,
10, 9,
you land a strike right across his chest. Go ahead and roll damage.
And then go up to 5 for fighter.
Roll damage. That is 1 measly d6
Okay.
plus 3, so 5.
Hunter's Mark gets you an extra d6.
It gives me what?
Extra
Extra
d6.
D6.
Well, that was a 1, so a total of 6.
Congratulations, you had 6 hit points left. You swing your mace at this first captain, and you go right into his chest. As you swing the mace, you kind of feel...
Stop hurting people!
And you feel your mace get lodged into his rib cage. His blood starts dripping down the handle of the mace. He looks at you as the color fades from his eyes.
You see a spore slowly float toward his dead body. I think the spores look like they recede into their body, but you can see them eating into the corpse. So...
Gregory will continue to go towards the next person, the next crew member, and attack them.
Okay.
There's no more...
He's actually not going to attack. He's going to... There's the gray guy on the other side of the lady.
Yeah?
He's going to shove them off the boat.
Okay. Go ahead and roll athletics.
I think we're all too chaotic.
I still have advantage.
And they're all too evil to try stopping it.
I got a 16.
You're less evil.
16?
Yeah.
I'm trying to play this one way back different.
Oh.
I got a 16 as well.
Because you
If
did.
it works.
Okay.
Who wins
I
that
mean,
tie?
you did come out and be like, pay me to the captain for
Whoever has the
defending him.
highest strength stat.
I'll be right back.
+2.
I have +3.
Okay. You push this guy over the edge. The captain comes up. He's like, "Hey, man, what are you doing? I thought you were on our side." And he throws a rope over to him.
Pool
I attempt to
party.
push the captain off too.
Okay. What are any of y'all doing anything while this is happening? Because that would have been another full turn for him to do it a
I
second time.
wanna run over and try to shoulder block the captain over the boat.
Okay.
I'm
You're pushing the captain over the boat?
I'm taking my little spore as my shoulder and putting it on the dead body. We're having a nice commune moment
Athletics.
as we eat the corpse.
As you eat
Is
the
that what you want me to do?
corpses. Athletics.
I'm very like happy.
Unnatural 20.
17. You come over, and before Gregory can do it, see, you're that guy. You just come over and you just push the captain over the edge of the boat.
Okay. As soon as that happens, I go. No one knows how to ship.
They start yelling, "Hey, help us! Help us!"
I'm gonna go over to the rope and I'm gonna make sure that the captain.
Actually,
because
I'm
you're
gonna-
hurting people for no reason.
I'm gonna come
I'm
over.
gonna put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "Hold on," and I want to look over to the captain and be like, "The ship is now ours. you were gonna work for us, or you can drown."
While he says that, I try to grapple Gregory.
This
I
is
am
the best
still, like, full-on raging, by the way. I am full on raging still, and I'm gonna try to push him off the edge. Until I stop raging, I will be just trying to push everyone off the boat.
The grapple check comes in first, so Gregory, roll your athletics.
Wait, he started his turn.
Teddy, roll your athletics.
You started your turn in my spores.
Are they hostile to you?
Make a con save. No kidding.
I mean, you can.
Oh, wow.
It's a harmless until I unleash him on a creature. It doesn't say hostile creature.
Okay, you can choose.
Make
to
a
attack
con
them.
save.
Who?
Who, me?
No, David, Gregory.
Oh, a con save?
Yeah, make a
hold on.
con. It's just ambient poison damage. It's fine.
I roll a nat 1 on my con save.
Cool. You take 5 damage.
All right, what did y'all get on the athletics check to grapple?
Not good.
11 for me.
And you rolled with
11 for me
advantage.
as well.
You both got 11.
What's your strength modifier?
+6.
Oh, I mean, like, what's your...
How is
Your
it
strength.
He's a Goliath.
Does Goliath automatically start with 16
Oh.
strength or 21 strength?
3.
No, but they get a
That's
plus a 2
what
to
So we are
ability
perfectly
improvement,
even in
so-
strength. How does that work out?
Roll again.
No, you're just even. You're
John,
just even.
odds are even.
Even.
I can't read that.
Do it again. Do it again.
That is odd. So, David, you are not grappled.
Are we still in loose initiative? Because, like, as long as I'm in initiative, I'm going to keep trying to push people overboard until I'm done my rage.
Initiative is
Well,
not.
that didn't do any damage to you.
Initiative doesn't
Yeah,
dictate
but,
what
Maria
you
did,
do.
so-
Initiative
That is
is
true.
how I mechanically handle what you do. So to know what we're doing,
Okay.
I kind of need to know intentions as to whether to keep it loose,
Well, I'm
bring it
saying,
in
like,
tight, or go
who's,
out.
who's going next is what I'm asking.
Well,
I'm not
I'm
asking
just gonna.
if we're in initiative
I'm
or not.
gonna
I'm
move
asking,
over to the captain
like,
overboard
if we're in
and join
initiative,
him.
how
Okay.
are we still
Let's do
maintaining
this
the same
and
order
this.
at this point?
I want us a boat with a captain
Um,
and the crew.
Because until I'm done raging,
actually.
my
Yeah.
character is just going to try to push everybody off the boat or kill everybody
okay. Well,
until he stops raging. Then
that's
he'll calm down.
Okay. Then we're still in initiative for that sake, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
whose
going
turn
to be
was
in
it?
initiative for another 7 rounds if that's the case.
I have to
So
leave in
we
like
got
10
7
minutes.
rounds
No,
of PvP in 5 minutes.
You got 1 minute.
I got 1 minute. No,
You got 28.
bro, your clock is
Yeah,
fast.
it's 9:24. So
I got 5.
If somebody just restrains me, I will calm down and then
Well, I'm
Blink it,
working
like-
on it.
Alright.
if you start rolling lower, the captain looks up at you and says, "Screw you! This is my boat. Pull me up, and we can talk."
I'm gonna look
It's
over.
hard to be your boat when you're the one in the water.
He starts, or the boat starts slowly outpacing where his body is.
Quick question.
this point,
Can
they're
I make
more
a
and more
call
up on the
on
back.
whether or not we could figure out how to pilot this boat?
Give me a intelligence check.
Just nothing? Just intelligence?
Intelligence,
Just intelligence? Can I get a help action with that?
survival.
Survival?
You can have survival.
Yeah, I got a +6 to survival.
I got a 15 on my intelligence check.
I got a 15 on that. Can I
Cool.
do the
Sick.
ship?
Yeah, you feel pretty confident. Like, you've
Cool.
seen them around for a couple of days. You're like, oh yeah, this is the mast. This is, you move this rope to do this thing.
Yeah, cool. I am the captain now.
Alright, are y'all gonna try and restrain him or no?
I'm gonna.
I
keep
won't
trying
even
to
know what's
restrain him.
going on because we were talking to the captain.
Okay.
I just used
Y'all
my
skip this
spores
round.
to kind of...
David, go ahead and roll to
is
attack,
that it's
assuming
like
you're gonna do
The
that.
only emotion I have
I'm
is decay.
just gonna try to
And so
push
me
him off.
being like, yeah,
Like,
this is
like
my
honestly.
boat,
Okay.
is one step closer to getting my revenge.
So athletics versus your athletics.
Yep.
Is dang it, I just had this. 17.
Yeah, because
What?
I don't care about material possessions. I'm just
Is
going
this
to
another athletics 1v1?
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
Well, I got a 9, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 17.
You get pushed off the boat.
Wait, I need to double check. What is the Goliath's Stone's Endurance do again?
I don't know.
Um,
I've never played a Goliath before.
Okay,
Goliath,
it doesn't
Stone
help.
Endurance, D&D.
It does not help.
That didn't work at all. Goliath, Stone Endurance, D&D.
Alright. For sake of time,
Stone Endurance just shrugs off damage.
yeah.
Yeah.
So for sake of time, you do get pushed off. You're able to grab yourself up. After a couple of rounds, they can eventually restrain you, assuming a 3v1.
Yeah, well, basically, as soon as my rage wears off, I'll be
Yeah.
like, what happened?
Your rage goes, away. I'm gonna wrap this up really quick, and then we'll get into after session. You guys start selling the boat. Goes pretty smoothly until, guess what? There's a storm, and you guys don't know how to sell a boat in a storm.
Hold on. I got a 15 on whether or not I know how to pilot a boat.
The ship eventually lodges itself on land. It's a nice, pristine beach.
So anywhere near
And-
near Lotusvale? So what you're telling me?
You land on a beach. You can either go north or you can go west. Chris, you
Yes.
find some stuff. When you look for the B-24,
Oh yeah,
you-
B-24.
you open it up, and it's a pretty massive crate. It's filled with hay. A lot of hay. You start looking into it, and you find a note after digging. It takes a while to dig it. Inside, you find a note that says, I don't really have a name. The market demands goods that can meet supply. There in my eyes, iris is light. I'm not really wearing emotions anymore. Blackened heart, the cloak and dagger.
Iris, cloak, and dagger. That's cool. Okay.
Good luck
Interesting.
figuring that out. I will
Can you post it?
that
Okay,
in
thank
loot.
you.
Yeah, post that in loot,
Absolutely.
please.
Um,
So, do I know anything about where this mine might be?
Absolutely.
I have to go, but
yeah. So you know it's on like the southeastern side of Nestland. You're on the western side. You guys can either go north or south once you land on the beach.
I'm heading south. South immediately.
Okay.
Just for the record, my character is, for the first time that y'all have seen, kind of ticked off because he thinks the captain could have given him more information about where Petunia is. So he's not happy at all.
We
And he
came up
somehow
with Tiny
sounds-
Pig.
You're looking into a woman who's decaying and is like, I was stabbed to death 5 days ago in a forest by my 3 ex-best friends. And now I have a weird lump the size of a mushroom on my back. And then I'm gonna walk south.
As you walk south, you see a town up ahead in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we will end.
Cool, because I have to leave.
Alright, let me stop this session.
Honestly, though, the fact that you had us run into a storm, kind of mean.